Members of the pack, it's your boy Greiwolph, back with another episode of Final Fantasy 16. So, while I was off camera, I went back here. I think we ended off here in the hideaway, and I went to do one of the replay stages, and I basically replayed a couple stages because I was trying to get the no-hit trophy. Like I said, there's only a few boss they said in the game. The trophy, from what I read on the trophy on whatever site I was looking it up about trophies, that said that only a few boss give you the trophy for taking no hits. So I fought the Tara, I think it was called, the big lizard. I wanted to get a hit on him, so I was like, forget that. Then I fought Garuda. And Garuda has two stages. So I fought the first stage, got no hits, and I was like, alright, cool. So I fought the second stage, and I had to fight the second stage a couple times to figure out that, because it was one attack I thought that was like that automatically hit you. You couldn't do nothing about it, but when I found out I can dodge that attack. But Garuda's first stage doesn't matter. I took no hits on that, and it didn't matter. I didn't get a trophy. The second stage, though, if you take no hits on it, you actually get a trophy, and you get a Medal of Valor for saying that you took no damage against a boss. Now, with that as well, there's also two other bosses prior to her that you can get Medal of Valors for, and that's the Raven dude, and that's Benedicta. And Benedicta and Raven dude, I think, are both. Well, the Raven dude is the boss right after Tara, the lizard, and then Benedicta is the fight after that, and then obviously Garuda, I mean, is the fight after Benedicta, because it is Benedicta. So all three of those fights can get you a Medal of Valor. But I've also looked up too that the Medal of Valors do absolutely nothing. Like they mean nothing in the game, apparently. Like, they don't give you any boosts, they don't do anything, they're just bragging rights to say that you got them. And I also don't think they're a part of any trophy either, because I was looking up to see if there was a trophy or something like that, but nah, they don't. They do nothing. But you can get them if you want to get them. Anyways, let's go on. Excuse me.
Rosaria. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I couldn't. Ran did keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I also messed up too when I said there were 9. When I thought I said I couldn't remember what Sid said. If Sid said there was 6 or there was 9 dominance. Sid said there was 8 dominance. So there's always been 8 dominance. Well, with Clive being Ifrit, technically there's 9 dominance, and we've met 8 of the dominance, including Clyde. We've met 8 dominance, so there's still 1 dominant we haven't met, and I have no idea who that is. Because we met the Phoenix, we met Ifrit, we met Shiva, who's right in front of us. We met Rama, who's Sid. We met the Titan, who's Hugo. We met Garuda, who's Benedicta. We've seen Bahamut, and we've seen Odin. I have no idea who this 9th person is. Like, even when I'm trying to think about it right now, I can't even think about who the 9th one would be. Because we've met the main Final Fantasy summons. We met the main Final Fantasy summons, which is usually 1 fire, 1 ice, 1 lightning. And those ones repeat in Final Fantasy. Can I fall down here? Yep.
If anyone asks,
if I was died, that would have been crazy.
Sworn to protect my noble mistress.
But those are the main Final Fantasy ones in any Final Fantasy game. There's always gonna be a fire one. There's always gonna be an ice one. There's always gonna be a lightning one. And then there's always gonna be Bahamut and Odin. So I don't even know who the other one is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out the more we play. I'm positive it'll pop up. That big buffalo thing. Crush his face in. Oh, you just want to pop out of nowhere, huh?
Stay down.
I hate when he gets off of something when it's not even dead. Like it's not even dead and you already jumping off of it. All right, let's go. But so far, this game is extremely fun for one.
How tall are you?
What I also learned too is that it doesn't matter if the monster's not even a target for real. Like, whoa, I thought I was dodging that. Like, this monster's probably not even a target for real, but I can still fight it. Like, it can be a docile enemy, but I can still fight docile enemies. Wrong. I meant to do this. Like, Clive don't care. He fight herbivores just like he's fighting carnivores. Dang, my face beating right now.
Not this time.
Because I was fighting some antelopes, and then obviously now I'm fighting this bighorn. Oh, you son of a bitch.
A little help. Not this time.
Where's fire though? You would think I can catch people on fire. That would make sense to me. Since I'm using fire, I should really catch people on fire and just burn the crap out of them. Come here. Come here. Get over here.
That's enough.
I changed a few things. One of them being the follow when locked on thing, because that was getting super annoying. That I would lose track of whatever I was fighting. Get up. Come here. I ain't finished with you.
It's over.
I love that combo. Just hit him with the 4-hit combo and then immediately do a thrust. The 4-hit combo sends him back. Boom, thrust, and then stab him. And then once I stab him, then hit Gredoya's freaking grab thing, pull him back to you, continue combo. So it's a 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8-hit combo. Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back. 1. Hit him on the ground. 1. Come back. Yeah. I don't know why I just counted all his ones. That messed my whole count up. That didn't make sense. That was just retarded of me to count it that way. Let's make sure ain't nothing over here. Up, antelopes. Come here, antelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't do it all because they killing the enemies while I'm trying to fight them. Whispering water, so it's about to be something back here for sure. And there's a quest up here. Oh, this is long. I'm about to get a lot of experience around here. Sorry I gotta see all this, but this might be a pretty long stream, so just stick around. Let me turn my phone on silent. I thought I seen some cranes.
That's enough.
The thing is, his punishing attacks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. His punishing attack sometimes is different. Sometimes he does like that 2-hit combo. Sometimes he does a 1-hit. Sometimes he does that freaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, he didn't do it that time. Sometimes he does a thing when he stabs him and he rings his sword around like 4 times. Leveling up also is not super easy in this game. It's easy, but the grinding on this game I feel like is way more grindy than any other Final Fantasy I played, because I always grind on any RPG, JRPG, ARPG, no matter what it is. That's part of the RPGs to me, is like it's grinding. So I always grind. So obviously right now the enemies in this area are level 19 and I'm level 22. But it took a hot minute to get to this. Like when I was off playing the replay missions, I was playing through whole missions, killing stuff, and I'm only getting like 4 experience, 12 experience, so on and so forth, what the case may be. And I think how much experience I need before I level up. I need 865 experience before I can level up, and it was coming super slow, but it was still coming. Yeah. But it was still coming, just coming super slow. I was actually getting like more AP than experience, is what it was getting to. But yeah, if you
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
if you want to, if you want to, let's get this, because I might have to go that way for this quest. If you want to get some good experience, or get more experience, get more AP, and get more money, just do the story replay thing, and you can replay any part of the stories. Not necessarily any part. You play any stage, basically, any act, however you want to look at it.
Just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose.
They call me a crumb of crystal.
Branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught off of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. It was running late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Needs to get it quick. Hopefully I don't get it too quick.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If he gives it to you, pass it along to your master by way of thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way.
That man really talking to me like I'm nothing. But it's also showing the class system in this game. And remember, like I said before, this reminds me of like a Game of Thrones type thing. Pop out. I know somebody got to pop out. Somebody or something got to pop out of here so I can fight it. But yeah, it reminds me of. Okay, that's what's up. I'm about to hit all these niggas with fire. Come here.
Goblins.
Come here. Oh yeah, get some of this.
So even my first mission was in vain. Who's that?
No, sit down right quick. Go ahead and get staggered, my boy. What's up, Moss? I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you coming to support me, man. Ooh, yes. I appreciate that, man. I will keep up with my stream. Oh, I got smacked. I'll make sure I give you a follow back after this. Yeah, it's the same thing we fought way at the beginning. Like this is like the first, I guess you could say, boss that we actually fought. Oh, I'm trying to parry this thing. Oh my gosh. My parrying skills is not good on this game. Take a seat. Alright. Whew. That was some ish right there. Alright, let's see what's in this chest over here. Alright, can't cut across here, so gotta walk all the way back around. Which is fine. It is what it is. Yeah, we're seeing that, like I said, this reminds me somewhat of Game of Thrones with the class systems and stuff like that. And we're seeing how they treat bearers as if they're nothing. He was talking to me like I was stupid, like I don't know how to read or anything. Which is crazy, but for this era, obviously, that's normal. Because bearers are literally just slaves. I gotta read up more on what bearers actually are, so I can kind of tell y'all what they actually are. Because the dude called me a crumb of a crystal, or a crystal crumb. That's what he called me, something like that. But I know bearers are the only ones that can use magic and stuff like that. From what I guess, because the Iron Kingdom, the Iron Crusades, whatever they want to call themselves, they think bearers and dominants are abominations. Because and they're what the oh, come here. All right. Where you growling that boy? All right, let's keep going. Let's see what this was. Give me a second, y'all. All right, let's see what else is around here. He said, make sure you get it to your master.
Martha's Rest.
Martha's Rest. We're definitely going over here and fighting lots, and definitely coming down here to the Crooked Nash Pier. I know there's got to be something down there. I'm going down there for sure. More antelopes down there.
You the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
This is for me, right enough. Not sure what some bearer's doing bringing it to me, though. Where's that fool of a peddler got to?
He couldn't come himself. His cart's surrounded by wild chocobos.
Sounds about right. I'll have it full of Greiwolph greens, no doubt. Crammed with him, if I know him.
Greiwolph greens.
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
Just give me my money. Yeah, well, I got no experience from this. No experience. Well, I got 19 experience in AP. I thought it said no experience. Mine said no gil. All right, let's go this way first.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
Okay. Can't go like that. But speaking on, if y'all remember me speaking on one of my other streams about manhwas, because a lot of mangas have video game adaptations. Sometimes they're not that good. There's some of them that's okay, but most of the time they're not that good. Like the Naruto game, the fighting game is done pretty good. Like people love that Ninja Force thing's called. I honestly don't even know what it's called because I don't play fighting games, so I don't even keep up with the names of them and stuff. I haven't played Odyssey, the One Piece game, or the other one, World Seeker. But I heard World Seeker was pretty, like, not garbage, but it just wasn't that good. I heard Odyssey is a little better. But I heard both of them are still just meh. And now they have a Pirate Warriors I did play, and Pirate Warriors is okay too. It's still kind of meh. And that's more of their Mushi one there, like Dynasty Warriors type one. And I'm a big fan of Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors is really good. But it seems like other games, come here, brother. It seems like when other games do the Dynasty Warriors thing, it's just not as good. Although, in my opinion, it definitely should be competitive. Like I haven't played the Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors might be kind of good, but A lot of these other games just not good when they do the Dynasty Warrior thing. They try to copy that. Alright, let's go here, and then we'll come here, circle around in here, because this leads back up there, but it's also just a down part. And then we'll come back this way. But I like the Dynasty Warriors thing. I've always been a big fan of Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors and all that stuff. Let's go here. Five, 6. Come back.
It's over. You're finished.
Yeah, I don't know if the studios behind a lot of the big manhwas or something just don't have a care for video game adaptations or what. If they don't have a care to partner with big video games studios to make adaptations of their video games or what? Because obviously, like I said, a lot of the mangas, they'll partner with studios, get their game out there. I mean, get their anime, their manga out there in game adaptation. But from my knowledge and me playing and what I know, I haven't seen. Come here, come here, come here. I haven't seen too many adaptations of manhwas. I honestly haven't seen one at all. So, but I could be wrong, because there's so many games stuff out there that I haven't played because they don't fall in my category of games that I like. Like, it could be an adaptation of a manhwa, but it's like a puzzle-like game or something like that, which they tend to do sometimes. And I honestly, I don't understand stuff like that. Like, if it's your first time your first adaptation into the video game world from a really good manga or manhwa, and they'll do something like a puzzle game. And I don't know if that's them like, oh, we just getting our feet in the water to see if people even like this enough to go to. It's like, yeah, but people will probably like it being a game adaptation. They just don't like it being a puzzle game, because there ain't a lot of people out there just playing puzzle games and stuff. In case it'd be like people playing these RPGs and fightings and stuff like that. Because it'd be, so if you go into that realm, maybe you will do, maybe it would have done much better. But we'll see, because like Grand Blue has a fighting game out, but then I think they're still in the process of releasing it in America, I believe. But they have a RPG that's coming out, and it looks really good. Looks like it's gonna be really good. And that's kind of how a lot of these things can go. Like, all right, if your game like Black Clover has this stuff and too, but these are all still mangas. None of these I mentioned right now are manhwas. And if you don't know the difference between mangas and manhwas, mangas are Japanese comics, manhwas are freaking Korean comics, and then you have manhua, I believe it's pronounced that way, which are Chinese comics. I'm not the hugest fan of the manhwas, but they're still there. Like, there's a couple of them I like Your Talent Is Mine, 10,000 Years Login, or whatever it's called. The Fated Villain, stuff like that. Some of those are pretty good, but a lot of them I just don't like. They either pace really bad, in my opinion, or the story of it is just not catching at all. Manhwas, though, on the other hand, just are great. When I first, after my first manhwa I read, I was hooked. For one, it was right up my alley with the concept and the plot. But for two, the biggest thing that really keeps me with manhwas is they're colored. All manhwas are colored. Obviously, all mangas are black and white. And sometimes they'll do like a special 2-page color part. And sometimes they'll do like the beginning part is called the cover, or the cover's color and stuff like that could it be. But for manhwas, all of them are covered. The whole thing's color, and that is just eye popping just to have that color, especially when you go from, at least for myself, when you go from 32 years of just reading manga and just black and white to all of a sudden switching to manhwa and also still in year 32 though, but for 32 years I only read manga before that. So later on in year 32, I got my first taste of a manhwa, and it was definitely eye changing. It was definitely different. For one, I never knew it exists. Obviously, did not mean to do that. Yeah, for one, I never even knew they existed. So that was the first thing that caught me. And then for two, it was just a big game changer because it's colored, and I was like, I didn't even know these things could come colored. Honestly, when I first seen it, I thought it was still a manga. I didn't even know it was a different thing until the site I was using to read manga, it said it was a manhwa, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is something completely different. This is not even the same thing. Wow, I don't know why I jumped in there twice. Okay, I'm getting my ass whipped right now.
Not this time.
But yeah, I recommend definitely reading some manga. And I got a lot of them that I could wind up posting somewhere. Probably on my Twitter. For anybody that's interested in like what they want to, just debating on what they should read. Or start off with and stuff. I got a bunch of recommendations. Because since I have read that, I just racked up. I started reading. I have a whole second phone that I use just for reading that. I mean, that phone's also my not work phone, it's more my business phone. So it's for my Twitch and my YouTube and stuff like that, case it be. So that's what my Twitch account for my what's the thing called? My Twitter for this is for Greiwolph instead of my main phone. But I have a Google Chrome tab open. Well, Google Chrome open, and I think it has like 96 different tabs on it. Because that's all the manhwa that I try to keep up with. It's like 96 different ones. And I love it. Because what I'll do is when I do cardio in the gym, I'll just read. And it helps time go by so fast. Because I'm not a super fast reader. So it takes me like... Oh, I didn't even notice he did. I almost screamed.
That's enough.
But it takes me about 5 minutes, 6 minutes to read a chapter, depending on what it is and how big the chapter is. It takes me about 5 or 6 minutes. Sometimes longer, depending on how much they put into it. But my cardio goes by so fast because of that. I just sit there reading. I might get like 4, like bitch, he just whipped me, made the whole whipping sound and everything.
That's enough.
Yeah, I might get like 10 chapters in before I'm already done. Yeah, I think, like I said, if it takes me 5 minutes per chapter, you do the math, obviously. And my cardio is usually only like 35-40 minutes. I'm about to bump it up to 50 minutes here because I'm in the middle of a cut. But yeah, my cardio, I get my good cardio taken care of with that. All right, we got the pier done. feel like we can. Something's supposed to happen with this. All right, now let's go up there. We didn't survey this. Got this whole area done. Crazy, I ain't level once running around this whole area. How do I even get up here? All right, go back this way.
That's my phone.
I don't belong to you.
You barely have to step.
Always exploring. Always. I probably should have went up there to see if there was anything there, but I'll see it over here. I'll check right while I'm over here.
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon. You keep that sword in its sheath.
All right, I didn't miss anything. Look off this side. Nope, nothing. But yeah, I think I've said this before and I'm gonna keep saying it. A lot of the manuals follow the same concept of either you're an adventurer or it's a dungeon or something like that. So you have skills so that the characters can go into dungeons. They at some point in time, some catastrophic thing happened that changed the whole world to the point where now known people are ability users and they can level up and they can go into dungeons and level up and fight stuff in there, and they can get equipment and things like that. So now I can get equipment and it actually improves me like a video game. Basically you take on what happens in a video game. Or if it's not the catastrophic thing that happens like that way, it's a catastrophic thing in the sense of you are playing, there's a certain game, some certain online game or VR game, and all of a sudden it takes life and you're absorbed into it. And some of them will be none of that stuff. So none of that stuff is really what it is. It'll just be there is a VR, and that's what the manhwa and sometimes manhwas are about. It's about the VR game. So like because Korea is known for being really good at video games, and most of the time it's MMOs. Korea is really known for being really good at MMO games or any like computer like games. They're known for being like. Oh, okay. That hooker just hit on me. But yeah, they're really known for being really good at games. And with that, that's what it's about. It's like, oh, you're playing this game, and in this game now, that's what the whole manhwa is about. Is about this VR game that you're playing. So your whole life got changed. But what also usually happens with it, they get not necessarily isekai, but they get pushed back in time. Let's see if you got something new. Nah. Another orchestra thing. These orchestra things cost so much money.
Much obliged.
It's about one. But they get pushed back in time. Like they had a hard life before, and now they get pushed back in time to redo everything so they can change their life because their life was crap before then. But all of those concepts will make great video games. Because you gotta think about it, most MMOs are basically most MMORPGs or just MMOs in general are basically Korean manhwas, especially the dungeon ones. It's basically a Korean manhwa. Like, oh, you're in a dungeon, you go to a certain stage and you level up through that stage and stuff like that, and you come back and get rewards and stuff. That's an easy concept to turn to a video game based off of a manhwa. And a lot of times, I feel like where they mess up in these mangas, video game adaptations, Martha's Brooks, not Sharps. The fallen intruders will be repaid with a swift boot to the arse. Yeah, the a lot of these movies, all that stuff, mess up because they try to do not necessarily an exact rendition of it, but they try to stick to the rendition of it. When in reality,
Depends who's asking.
I'll say it
Why
after
they
this.
have an imperial bearer with them. For protection.
In reality,
Hopefully won't be
they can
needed.
really just
You
do
can advise me on the safest
a
route first. It's no
spin-off
secret
rendition.
here,
Like have the main character in the game.
Bearers don't have an easy time with the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav
Yeah,
said he
and
might be able to
in
help us.
reality, they just can do like a spin-off and make it so that your person
Follow me.
is a created character. Like you just have a created character and he's living in the same world as the main character, and the main character's storyline
Sorry for
is
being
still
boring.
going
Can't
on.
tolerate strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Zed's.
Yeah, the main character story is still going on, but you're just doing your story like on the side.
I expect that's you.
So that way, they're like, oh yeah, it doesn't like this is not what happened to the main character, or that didn't happen, or he didn't beat that, and stuff like that.
We have questions that need answering.
And
Is that so?
it also gives the consumer,
Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet.
yeah, it also gives the consumer the feel of being a part of the game, other than just playing the characters in the game. Like, oh snap, I'm not just playing Clive, who's a part of the game. I'm playing my character
But he went out on
who
another
runs
job.
across Clive,
He'll come back.
or my character who's one of Clive's party mates, or whatever the case may be. So I'm seeing Clive live his story,
Fingers crossed he's
but
just
I'm just probably,
here next
what was that?
time. You'll turn
Xenogears 2, I think it was.
We'll find him.
I think it was something like, it was the,
Make sure he's safe.
well, not Xenogears, it was
We both
something
need to
White
be
Knight,
prepared.
something. Let me Google this right
Sounds
quick.
like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
I can't remember what it was called. There was
Down into the marshes to check on
there was
another
some
village.
like
One by the
nightlight
forward
game number 2
Marshes were dangerous at the best
is
of
what it
times.
was called.
We should hurry.
But
There's a
in
man
that
on the
game,
side of the gate. That's the quickest way down if you head for heights. His
And-
name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
yeah, and in that game, you play a side character of the main character. So the main character is in your party,
To the marshes then?
and he's doing all his stuff, and he's running around, and you're helping him complete his storyline, but you're not the main character. You're a side character. They could do it like that. Like, all right, cool. I'm not the main character. I'm helping the main character. I'm helping the hero complete his quest line. All right, let's go on with this.
There he goes to Eastpool.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder.
Funny 'cause I already killed everything down there, but I'm sure it's gonna all reappear.
I don't care what your orders are, Brandon.
Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge.
I'm gonna go kill
Come
these scorpions. Give me some experience. Do and huh.
Hold on, we're coming.
That's enough.
Come here. Why these things seem stronger?
It's over. Die.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn round. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
Why, I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what we've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him will go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right. And she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
Alright, let me go tell her what's up.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed.
Alright, y'all better calm the hell down with all that nonsense. Let me all up in my face. I don't want to just go around the other way. It's too late now. I'm already walking. I'm already running some. I'm gonna keep running this way.
You ain't pulled that sword from its scabbard.
I ain't done nothing, so hold your horses.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine.
Bernard, not even
He'll have the
Bernard.
bridge to Eastpool
Bernard.
repaired soon.
Well, thank the founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Got some good experience from that. Got some good everything from that, actually.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth about why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You
I
gave
feel like
it to the constables then.
I gotta look at what this
Just
berry
left it with
is.
the garrison, aye.
Dang.
Let them deal with it.
She's let her
I
child
want to
go.
be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, you weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings.
That's crazy. I just read what bearers are, and that's crazy.
Fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on him.
A bearer. After she finished talking, I'm gonna say it. Bearers are those who were born with the ability to use magic without requiring power from a mother crystal.
Do me a favor and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
Wait till she finished. Those who can wield magic outside of what the mother crystals give are branded with a tattoo on their cheek and are treated as lower class citizens or slaves, depending on what realm they reside in.
The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
It's crazy how the world is, in any world, to the point that leather pouch. What did that do? Did that make it so I can get more potions or something? My potions don't look like they're bigger, so it definitely can't be that. But it's a key thing. Oh, that's what I just picked up. But you're telling me that you're looking down on me because I can use magic without needing a mother crystal. Unlike you, who needs a mother crystal, like right here, you need a crystal in order to use magic. I need nothing to use magic, and I'm getting looked down on. If anything, we should be looking down on you for needing a crystal to use magic. Like, you can't even use magic on your own. It doesn't even make sense. Like that, how I'm getting looked down on for being superior. But since everything's twisted, it makes people think that way, and since it just keeps going on and on that way, life looks that way to everybody. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a lesser being because I can use magic and they can't.
I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
That's crazy.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
Yeah, because people in his territory all treat everybody the same. Cause that really just makes no sense, and that really boils my blood. But it really just makes no sense. You're telling me you're gonna treat me like crap, which I understand. I understand in the sense of I'm freaking darker skinned over here. I'm a black dude and from Virginia, so it happens. But it's just crazy that you're gonna look down on somebody that's superior to you because they were born that way. And it's like I said, like I didn't ask to be born like that. It just happened. And that's not me saying that that freaking all black folks have it hard, or because that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Like, and I think for almost a good majority, it's not. It just depends on, like it said, just like the thing said for bearers, it depends on where you're at, what region you're in. Virginia was obviously the Confederate capital of the United States during the time of the Civil War, so there is still a good amount of racism there, like to the point where I'm pretty sure the most recent lynching was in the 2000s, like 2015 or maybe even 2020. Let me see. Yeah, that was a If I remember right, there was a recent lynching in Virginia not too long ago. So I know that it's not for everybody, and that's fine. I don't ever look down or look at none of that stuff. This probably might be a long fight. Whoa, my gosh. I do like the fact that I'm bouncing off of him like this. I think that is very good because it's realistic. Like he has a whole turtle shell. So realistically, I should be bouncing off of him. And I'm also taking way less damage if I don't hit him in his head. Compared to if I do hit him in the head. Hit the wrong button. It also seems like there's no weakness like stuff in this game. And what I mean by that is like, oh, you use fire on this monster and it takes away more damage from him. It seems like all the attacks take away the same amount of damage no matter what it is. From what I've gathered. .22 experience for all that. And 2 black blood. Some things I can get from anything. But it's crazy how they treat him like that because I'm trying to think. There was like an anime or some type of show, cartoon show. There was something that was something like this as well. As a matter of fact, I think it was a manga that I was reading. Yeah, I think it's called. I think it was like and it's on Crunchyroll now, I think. But the Crunchyroll adaptation of it is horrible compared to the manga. But I think it's I was born with the weakest quest, but I'm the strongest or something like that. World's strongest with the weakest crest or something like that. And in that, this dude has a crest that everybody in the world considers to be the weakest crest because the way they have like 4 different crests that you can have on your arm that defines what type of magic you use. Like one of them's really good for close range magic, one of them's really good for long range magic, one of them is really good for like something else, and then there's one crest that everybody considers really trash. And I can't remember what it was for. I think it was a mix between long and short range, but if I remember right, it was only good like at the beginning, like at the beginning stages of having the crest, you could like level up really fast and get a bunch of skills really fast, but then it slowed down the further you got into the levels. I think that's how it was. But this dude was reborn as somebody with that crest. He had that crest before, and he didn't have that crest before, and he was pretty strong. He was reborn with that crest, but back in his time, that was the strongest crest because of how you could use it if you use it correctly. So he got reborn, and he got that crest. He was happy as hell about it, but everybody couldn't figure out why he was happy about it. and stuff like that. They kept considering him a loser. Obviously, he showed them otherwise, and they was just like, "What the hell? Like, why am I losing to this dude with this inferior crest?" Which is funny too that people get that ignorant. Like, why am I losing to somebody with an inferior crest when you like, brother? Obviously, it's not inferior if I'm beating the crap out of you with it. And if you're losing to it, it's not inferior. Maybe the way you were using it was inferior, or the way y'all know it is inferior. But obviously, it's not inferior if I'm monstering y'all with it. But anyways, the point I was getting at with it was, in this world, people chant their magic because that's what they were told. They were told they had to, and he was weirded out by it because he was like, "Why do y'all keep saying the name of your spells? Like, why is everybody chanting for their magic, and why is everybody saying the names of their spells and stuff like that?" Because it'd be like that just gives away everything about you. Like, that doesn't even make sense. So he started using he was one of the first ones to use chantless magic. And everybody was like, "Oh, your spell's gonna be way weaker because you're using chantless magic. Like, you're an idiot, blah, 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 blah." Going on and on like that about it. But he was basically like telling them, like, no, like, that makes no sense. And he came to find out that the reason why everybody was thinking that and doing this with the way they and doing things the way they were is because demons took over after he died and told everybody that chanting weakened their magic and stuff like that. So nobody even knew how to do chantless magic. They only knew how to do chanting magic. Wow, I dodged it, but dodged right into it. But yeah, but that reminded me of that because people were super freaking prejudiced against him because of that. What the hell? We went too far. Oh my gosh! And all his health came back. He's not even really worth fighting, but I'm already here now. I messed that up. I was trying to do something.
Not this time.
Eric's Gamins and them said that you should really dodge towards the attacks.
Not this time.
Go ahead and get snatched down right quick for me.
Not this time.
You thought you had me, didn't you? You thought you had me. You did. It's okay. That took a lot longer than I thought. That's pretty crazy. For level 19, dude, on level 22. I probably should upgrade my gear. That's what it is. That's what we'll blame it on. Come here. Yeah, I'm gonna fight everything because I'm trying to level up. Like right now, like as you can see, since it's saying I'm probably level 19, I think at most I'm supposed to be like level 20. I think I'm supposed to be like one level above the creatures that I'm in the zone in. Because that's what I think. Don't quote me on that though. I think I'm supposed to be like one level above them. So I should be level 20. Everything else around me is level 10. I mean, level 19. Which so far, yeah, everything is level 19. But I'm level 22. And yeah, everything around me is level 19. Ooh, tread chest. Ooh, piece of candy. Give me that. Chunk of white rice. It's a bunch of materials, which is probably gonna come in handy. I said probably, but it's gonna come in handy. I know it is eventually. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. Come here, chocobos. Who's still alive? Oh, whoa. Some of these materials don't make any sense. Why am I not getting like chocobo-like materials? Why am I getting bloody hides and stuff like that when I should be? I feel like I should be getting something that's like more chocobo related, like chocobo feathers or something along those lines. Bee stingers. From these dudes, I should be getting like some type of stinger. Sharp fangs, what I'm getting. And I'll probably still get bloody hide. Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of sharp fangs. Which not these are creatures, so obviously they're very different. So it could potentially have sharp fangs, even though it's a insect. And I say that as if, you know, it's a wasp basically, or a hornet, whatever it is. So more bloody hides. Let's back the way we came. Let's continue to go this way. We gotta explore all of this. Don't worry, we're gonna get back to the main quest. I think I play more of like this can be like more of like a background type stuff. Because a lot of times, even when I'm watching stuff on YouTube or watching videos, or even when I was watching Twitch, sometimes I will watch it like when I'm bored for real. I'll like watch it, or if it's a game that I really want to watch, I'll watch it. Or a lot of times I just put it on for background noise. I'll be on my phone reading or something like that, and I would just put it on for background noise. Which I don't know if people consider that disrespectful. Because obviously people make content because they want you to look at, they want you to watch the content. Me personally, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter if you watch it or don't watch it. What I mean by watch or don't watch it is like if you put it on in the background, like how I was saying I do sometimes, how I just put it on as background noise. Or YouTube, at least for Twitch, I don't know if it's like, oh, it calculates how long or how long people was watching the video, in the sense of like, oh yeah, the average person watches, if you do an hour video, the average person watches 30 minutes of your video and then they cut off and they lose interest, whatever the case may be. I don't know if Twitch does that. I think Twitch just does it by the views and stuff like that. But YouTube does it by the views, and then it also calculates like, hey, this is going on and blah 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 blah. Like you don't have this many people are watching your stuff but not subscribed and stuff. I'm sure Twitch does something similar to that, but I know in order to be like affiliated, you have to have a certain amount of followers and then average a certain amount of views and comments and stuff like that. As I'm saying, to me, if you're viewing it, you're helping my views go up. Just by viewing it, just by being in it, like, oh, I'm doing my homework in the background. I'm doing my homework, but in the background, I have your Twitch on just for background noise. I'm like, all right, that's cool. That's fine with me. Because for one, it's like you find me relaxing enough and not too ridiculous and wild pace to the point where you can be like, all right, I can use this while I'm doing something else. Like I'm still feeling like I'm part of the stream, even though I'm not watching and I'm just in the background. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. Because for one, you're a real one because you're helping me out by viewing the streams and helping my views go up. And that's for it being on Twitch or on YouTube. And if for two, you still get something out of it. Like right now, as we speak, I have, I think this is SNK on in the background, or Capcom on the background. It was Street Fighters, but I'm just letting the videos roll through. But whoever publishes these videos on YouTube is getting that views. It's getting their views up, which is fine for me. It's like, I don't care. It's not hurting me at all by having that on in the back. And that's how I look at it in general. Like, if you want me to help you get your views up on your stuff, like, I don't mind. It doesn't hurt me. You just gotta let me know. Like, I gotta put my notification on that's telling me that you're streaming, and I don't mind I don't mind at all. I'll put it on and freaking have your stuff on in the background. Like, if I'm actually watching TV, I'll put my TV, have my computer on and just have your Twitch running on in the background, so that way you're at least getting views. I might not comment because I'm doing something else. What are you doing, brother? Do the tag. Yeah, I might not be able to comment because I'm doing something else, but I'm still helping you out with the views part. And I obviously I don't know the difference between the freaking subscribers and followers things. Cause I actually looked it up not too long ago to see what's different. Cause I'll be watching RDC World, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, they stream on Twitch. They pretty much do what I do. I stream on Twitch, but Twitch has you can link your YouTube to your Twitch. And that's what I have right now. Like I have my YouTube linked to my Twitch, so when I'm done with a video on Twitch, I can immediately export that video onto YouTube. And I think that's what freaking they do. RDC World does. That's why their videos always be like super long. It'd be like a 2-hour, 3-hour video of them playing something, and it's unedited because it's that same way. Like they just upload the same video they was just doing on Twitch straight to YouTube, and go that way. But what I've been noticing, like on their YouTube, I mean their Twitch, whatever they're doing, is that they always asking for subscribers. And they'd be like, oh, this person gifted somebody a subscriber. Oh, this dude gifted 50 subscribers and this and this. So I had to Google it. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know there was subscribers on this. Obviously, because I'm not affiliated. So I'm not getting on that stuff anyways. But I guess you can subscribe to channels. I'm not, from what I looked at, from what it does is it gives you special perks to like, because I'm not subscribed to anybody. I didn't know there's a thing. And the people I follow on my, everybody that I follow on Twitch, I know. Except for this one dude I just followed because I just posted on Reddit, because I just got on Reddit. And I posted that I was doing a stream, and anybody that follows me, I follow them back. But anybody else I follow, there's only like 2 other people now that I follow. I know them in real life.
There's the Abbey. So
that's why I'm following them, is what's going on, so I can help them out. And I don't mind doing that for anybody, is really what it gets to. I don't even know what the hell I was going at with all this. Oh, but I didn't even know subscribers was a thing. And I guess subscribing is like, I don't know if you set the price or if it's something that's set by Twitch and it's always $5. So I think that's what it is. Like it's always set. It's set by Twitch already, and it's like it's $5 to subscribe to anybody's channel. And subscribing gives you like special emotes and stuff like that. Okay, so you can use these different emojis in the chat that other folks that are not subscribed can't use. And I don't know if you get like a higher priority with certain stuff. And I know you can probably set certain stuff up through Twitch. Like I think Twitch might help with like apparel and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I don't know a lot about Twitch. I'm not, like I said, I'm not Twitch affiliated for real. I really only have what, 15 followers, I think it is. Like I'm still a baby in this, but I would like to get better. Like not too long ago, I had my my emblem made. I had my logo made, and I'm about to make another logo because I'm gonna probably have a different logo for my YouTube than I do for my Twitch, even though it's mostly the same stuff. In the sense of I'm just doing my Twitch videos and then reposting them on YouTube. So it's pretty much the same stuff, but I just want a different logo. Or just have a different logo so I can change around when I want to. But I still need to get, and I have a friend who's an artist that I've been trying to hook up, because I hook my friends up. And if you know somebody that's a good digital artist or something like that, you could put me on, let me know, because I don't mind, and I hook my friends up. But I'm trying to commission her for a lot of work. And originally, she was supposed to do my logo, and I was gonna pay her. I told her, like, I don't care, like, I don't want a freebie. I'm not looking for a freebie because you're my friend. I'm looking to give you business because you're my friend. That's what friends do. Friends to me, friends don't ask for freebies. Like, hey man, I know you're a drawer and this and this, but can you hook me up with this, man? No. I don't want a freebie. I want to pay you, so I can help get it out there, so now I can tag you, and then other people can see your art and stuff and see what you did for me and go to you for fair prices and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to do, trying to get you business through my business. But I still need my page layout done. I still need the banner. I still need the other thing that it is. I got the dimensions, I think, right now, and I gave her the dimension stuff. But I still need all that stuff done. I need my page layout done professionally so it looks better when people come to look at my page. And I know I need to download some stuff too. Like I need to download OBS and a bunch of other stuff so I can make it so that I do the whole stream starting soon and all these other things.
The Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Greiwolph go with you.
We came to offer a donation from Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
Anyways, I know I do a lot of talking. I'm trying not to talk over these characters, but sometimes I gotta grab me a water.
Please, Father. Come in for the pain. Thank you.
Light. I'm afraid. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering to the extent that I can, for the time they need.
The curse has taken them.
Learning some ugly truths right now about these bearers.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift.
Slowly dying
With
from it.
each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
It's crazy. My man's gotta die like that.
Thank you, Father. I must offer you my own thanks.
What's also crazy
Medicine you so kindly brought.
is if you're royalty and you're born a bearer, it's cool. Because Clive was royalty at first and he was born a bearer, so is Jill. Jill's royalty, she's born a bearer and she's a dominant. But
When
Clive...
next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
But obviously Clive, when he was younger, didn't have that mark. He didn't get that mark till he became a slave. Because of his mother, who betrayed him, got his father killed, and from what we thought, Joshua killed too.
Yes, we should.
It's a pretty long mission. But it's mostly because I just tried to fight everything. Aside from that, it probably would have been kind of short. But like I said already, this is probably going to be a long stream anyways, because it's Sunday over here. I'm not doing too much anyways. So I'm going to play for a while. Give y'all something good. I'm sure after this act, I should probably get a new weapon.
That's enough.
Come here. I bet that plant thought it had me too. You thought you had me, huh?
It's over.
You just about to hit my dog?
That's enough.
Thought you was about to hit my dog. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? I'm trying to keep my macros in check. Eat my yogurt and my apple. I really am just a buff geek. All I do for real. Work out. go to work,
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there.
play video games, watch anime, read manga, manhwa, and that's it. Chill. If I have a girl, then obviously chill with her. Sometimes she watches if I have a girl, she usually watches anime too, stuff like that. Go out to eat, but real chill, real simple life. Just trying to make something out of this.
You're back.
So when I'm done, I retire from my job, which I got like right now. I have 5 more years left before I can retire. But if I take a different route,
I see.
that's going to increase to
Come upstairs.
8 more years before I can retire. And if that happens, obviously, I'm going to keep... what I told myself is I'm going to keep doing Twitch in these 5 years that I have left before my retirement. Hopefully, within those 5 years, I get to a point in which it can be a means of income. Like I have a primary means of income already, obviously. Stop.
Backs were carried. We ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength.
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us. And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no saviour. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust she'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
Like I was saying before we go on, my plan is to keep doing this until my point of retirement, and then hopefully it builds up to being a financial income. So when I get out, I can do this as my primary means of income. So right now I already have primary means of income. I'm an IT guy. I'm a network engineer. So I'm making pretty good money. I do what I do. But when I retire, I would like to do something I really want to do, which is do video game content. And if I can make this primary means of income, that'll be great. Like I said, I don't need to do crazy numbers. And I've said this before, I don't need to do crazy numbers because I'm going to be getting a pension as well. So if I can pull in like $2,000 a month, which is pretty low, because obviously you can't even live off $2,000 a month, depending on where you're at. Maybe in Texas and Tennessee and stuff like that, and like the Midwest, you can live off $2,000 a month, with your rent being or mortgage being $800, and then hopefully your utilities and stuff don't come up to more than $500, and then the other $500 is for you to live off of for groceries and stuff like that, which is still cutting it super close. Like that's definitely poverty. But if I was pulling in an extra $2,000 from this a month, easy living, because that's $2,000 on top of whatever my pension is, so that just makes it easier for me to live. So again, if it gets anything more than that, then that's just great. Like $5,000 a month just from this would be crazy. Like I don't need that crazy amount. Like some of these dudes pulling in $200,000 a month to the point where they're millionaires. Like I don't need nothing crazy like that, because that's just crazy. If anything, I would just, if I had that much money, I would probably buy a couple properties or a big property and start a big old community farm so I can give back to people. And then once I have what I want, like if I have enough land for my community farm and like my gym on it and my home on it and my home is paid off, my gym is paid off, my community farm is doing good, I'd probably open some type of community center. I'd buy some old school, have it refurbished and turn it into a community center and just give back to people. Like, what do I need $200,000 a month for? What am I doing with that? All my stuff is paid off. Like at that point, I'm just giving money away. I keep what I need to sustain my life. The rest of that money would just be given to other folks. Because I'm not just giving money away. Like, here, man, you take $1,000, you take $1,000. It's more so I'm putting it into the community and maybe building homes or something like that. Or it could be like, I'll probably just buy up some land, build some home, and give it to the homeless as in a rotation type period. And like, hey, you gotta keep this job for a certain amount of time, and you gotta keep this house and to keep it paid for, and keep it clean, and like have people look after it that way, because it'd be so that way it's not getting abused and people taking advantage of it in a certain way. So that's what I would like to get to. And I think that to me is success for me. When I get to the point in which all of my necessities are taken care of and all my things I want are taken care of, to the point where I can give back so somebody else can be taken care of. Because I personally, me speaking, I know that some people are like, no, I earned all this money myself, and I'm the only one that should be taking advantage of this. And it's like, you're absolutely right, man. You did earn all that money yourself, and you're absolutely right. You should be taking advantage of it because that's your money. But I feel like, why not give back to others if I have the means to do so, and if it's not hurting me? Well, let's talk to Bernard first of all.
Don't you worry about them.
What's up, Puffy Fish?
I use good solid lumber. It's the base on the other side you want to be careful of.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say.
Alright, we got all of this we need to take care of, and then we'll get over there. So let's explore this. I knew there's gonna be something back here. Come here.
Sickle, stay down.
What's DDD? DBD. I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. Oh, Death by Daylight. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some gameplays of that. Well, if you give me a follow, obviously I'll give you a follow back, and the next time you're streaming, I can pop it up and watch it on a secondary stream, because I have two screens and stuff here.
Let's make this quick. That's enough. You're finished. Stay down.
I don't know how many. If I can just open a different window on each one. If I can open, I'm probably gonna try that out. Open a bunch of different windows, and then open a bunch of different Twitch pages, basically, and just view a bunch of different Twitches at once. Because obviously with that Windows update that came way long ago, whatever it was, 2015 or whatever, when you could do the whole stream thing, I should be able to have at least 4 streams at once going. Man, I pushed the wrong button. Ooh, push that. Too late.
Too slow.
I want to take a seat. I gotta level this stuff up too. Don't go nowhere yet, turtle. Where do these things even come from? I don't even. Oh, I couldn't dodge it twice for some reason. No, something I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen any status annulments in this game, which is very different for Final Fantasy. Like, I haven't seen anybody get poisoned, anybody get sleep, blind, anything. I'm not even sure if it can happen. But yeah, that's something I'm gonna definitely try here pretty soon. Once I get, like I said, get people that follow me and that's being freaking loyal to the soil, I'm gonna hit you back with a follow. You need some views, cool beans. I got 2 monitors, so that's 4 streams that I can pop on at once.
Let's make this quick.
1 including my own, obviously, because you get 1 view from watching yourself, basically. I want to say watching yourself. Yeah, it's basically watching yourself, because I'm playing on my PlayStation and I'm streaming from my PlayStation, but I'm technically logged into my Twitch account through my PlayStation. That's how I stream into my Twitch, obviously. But I'm also logged into it on my computer, so I can view it as well, and that counts as 1 view, which is fine. But at the same time, I think it counts as 1 view. At the same time, it doesn't count as 1 view. And what I mean by that is, what I mean by it counts as view and doesn't count as a view is because, yes, I'm viewing it and it says I have 1 viewer, like it rates it as saying I have 1 viewer, like it can be, but I really don't have 1 viewer. Wait a minute. Did I go the wrong way? Oh no, I've been this way already. That's what it is, because that bridge was already connected. I'm going back the way I pretty much already been already.
It's over.
But anyways, it says I have 1 viewer, but when I go to my like video production thing to like view like how many people have viewed my video stuff, my 1 view won't count into the views. Like it doesn't even say I have a view. It'll say once the video is finished, it'll say I have 0 views, which is still ridiculous too, because like I've had so far, I'll say 4 or 5 people come into it, but it's still gonna say I have 0 viewers once the video is actually done. Hold on, I got a message. Oof, my friend got screwed over at work. Some folks quit. Come here. Get sucked into this. Get sucked in here. Yeah, yeah, yep. Yep.
It's over. You're finished.
Take a flight. Take flight. I feel like these dudes are related to a quest line. They're the only humans in this whole area over here. Oh, that chest is back again. I already opened that chest and it was back again. But they're the only humans in this area. Alright, we got another quest. That's right here. Now we're gonna do. Let's kill these things over here first. Like I said, I'm going after all the experience. I'll probably what the hell is that? That's a different type of Drake than we've been fighting. Ooh, 2 hits, huh? You do 2 hits. Yeah, you definitely an upgraded version. Oh man, I can't do nothing. Take a seat right quick. Oh, it's so slow. Ooh, a parry. That's bad for you, brother. So while you're doing these attacks, you can actually already hold up the square button and your magic button. Oof. So like, as I'm already doing attacks, I can hold my magic in and hold my attack in. And that was another reason why I said I moved to B is because, whoops, oh, I got it too late. Oh man, because C, type C allows you to be holding L1 and hold I keep hitting this super slow. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ, this dude is whipping my ass right now. I ain't got no heals left. This is the first time I had no heals left. Whoa, my gosh. I definitely need to buy some potions and stuff. Bloodhawk Jess. What is this? Makes Ariel stronger. Okay.
is the same as the one back at the hideaway.
Touchy.
Doesn't seem to be working though.
Touch it. Put some magic in it.
You there! Over here!
What's up, player?
Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours. Curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfors, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the path to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. They've made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
Alright, cool. Get rid of them yourself.
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait.
I'll finish them
Well,
off.
you seem
Don't
to
worry.
every last one of them. Go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
Easy. Well, hopefully. I don't know. Those wolves was hard. Man, those wolves, those freaking that dragon. But obviously it was a dragon, so a wyvern. It wasn't even a dragon.
Look hungry, all right. Hungry and mean.
Come here. Let me get all y'all. Come here. God damn it.
That's enough.
Oh, I don't watch TV a whole lot, but I was watching this show called From. Now, I'm really late with a lot of shows. Apparently, it's been out for a minute. The new season is already out. The new season started April of this year. So that means this show was probably out last year. Pretty good. Reminds me somewhat of Lost. I recommend giving it a watch. Without giving too much of it away.
Find this Bryce. Let him know the road's safe.
Yeah, without giving too much of it away, these people all somehow wind up in some mysterious town, even though they were at different, and wind up at this town after a tree fell. One person was in Chicago, all across the country, somehow wind up in the same town to go through some mess. So obviously, people wasn't in the same town. People was on the plane, if I remember right. I never finished Lost. But I know there's a bunch of theories about Lost, but I never actually finished. This is my second trip around in Japan. The first time I was living out here in Japan was the first time I started watching Lost. I believe. I could be lying through my teeth right now. Matter of fact, yes I am. I am lying through my teeth. What I watched when I was here in Japan was freaking American Horror Story. That's when I first started watching American Horror Story.
That's enough.
A Mentor. I don't know if I have the health to fight the Mentor right now. I need a potion or something. There's 2 Minotaurs. No potions. Man. Oh, what's in this box? Not a potion. I do have 1 potion though. Alright, we're just going to fight this Minotaur. You're right, no mistakes. We're gonna have to do no mistakes.
Not this time.
Oh boy. I also feel like one thing that should be happening on this game is that if I hit an enemy from the back, I should be doing backstab damage on the enemy. Damn it! I was way too late with that. Oh, I didn't think that was gonna hit me. That's why I didn't try to dodge that. I didn't think it was gonna hit me. This might be my first death. Damn it, I couldn't dodge that. Not enough for me to level up, I'll tell you that. But 2 mentor mains. Not really sure what mentor mains are for yet. I don't think I can fight another mentor and win. With no heals.
A little help. There's a good boy.
Even just 1 potion would be enough for me to be fine. But I also don't want to miss out on these mentor mains. Because it's not a purple item, but it is a green item, which means like it's not crazy hard to find, but it's still hard to find. What y'all think I should do? I think I can take it. I think I can take it. I think I can take it with this 200 and something health.
Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Too slow.
I'm only doing attacks that freaking damage like crazy. I'm only doing stuff that hits his stagger bar like crazy. Oh man, that was it. Game over. Dang, restart from nearest obelisk. I don't even know what the nearest obelisk even is. In town. The nearest obelisk was in town.
The bridge to Eastpool's mended. The sound of it.
There's 2 quests in here.
So I might have a chance of my feet.
Let me get these 2 side quests.
Can't talk now, Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But I dare not waste a moment. It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
Not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
I agree to help with the search, of course.
Of course. We bearers have to look out for each other.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely. That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
I'd better find this Norris before Ronald takes matters into his own hands. There is a... Only difficult to spot. What did he mean about being played false, I wonder?
Where is... Oh, it's over here. I need to go buy some potions.
Anything catch your eye?
Oh, man. I was gonna say this dude doesn't have... Oh, I got 4 now.
That all, is it?
Oh, they maxed all my stuff out.
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck. I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth your while.
I can't promise anything.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it?
All right, eaten it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say. The ladder's right over there.
These mother cluckers. Alright, let's go ahead and do this first. right here, and then we'll go back up the ladder and go to the other one. And then we'll go back to the one we're supposed to be doing, kill the Minotaurs.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting.
It's probably not. They probably try to get me killed.
Stay down.
The quest crabs are always stronger than the regular crabs.
This must be it.
It says foul
Spend any
crystal.
more time down here than I have to.
It's crazy how they feel about bearers to the point where they're. This is Martha's keep, basically. So everybody's, I won't say living off her dime, but this is hers. This is her station, her stuff. And those other dudes, those false friends, obviously they turned their friend in for that. So I can see them trying to turn Martha in for what she's doing. They found out she's a bearer, like keeper.
You found it! Oh, thank you! Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
Supposed to be 1,000, but I got 12,050 because my ring gives me 25% more gil. It's also crazy because my other ring only gives me 10% more XP. I feel like 25% would have been pretty great.
You don't know a man called Norris, do you?
I do, as it happens. He ran off that way not too long back. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
Can I get down there this way? Yeah, I can.
You barely have to step out your front door.
That's one of our branded.
You can't have got far. I'd better keep my eyes peeled. A lantern.
Probably catch her by those guys.
The one Norris was carrying, no doubt. At least I know which way he went.
I said those bandits was gonna come into play on the quest, didn't I?
Someone made sure work of them. I wonder if that someone was Norris.
The bandits ain't even here no more.
Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Rollo sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close.
I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it
That's
doesn't
crazy.
matter now. I
Well,
will not
best
become a
friends,
slave.
and he changed them
This one
just because he's a
married to another,
bear.
please.
That's that
Don't
brainwashing
do
stuff,
this.
manipulation.
You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes in bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Thank you. There's few would have been so kind. And... sorry. You're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh. I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But... if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it. I might be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial surge before it begins.
Yep.
A bear without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. It's a crazy world they live in. Ain't no way. Ain't no clucking way.
That's one of our branded.
You barely have to...
Even if he was burn the brand off his face like some other dudes did, they would still know because the scar on his face is strategically placed in the same place that a brand usually is, and they'd be like, that's a strange scar.
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well, branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean... I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell you. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
They said, there goes the barrel lover. Dang.
True, Clive.
Clayton Bisbee.
Is Norris really...
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
Two side quests. It's probably definitely a trophy for completing a certain amount of side quests. There usually is in these games, in most RPGs and stuff. There's usually a trophy for completing every side quest and stuff like that. Make sure I ain't no more.
I hear the levies at you.
Yeah, the amount of experience I'm getting though is tragic. Like I said, I'm level 22. I'm fighting stuff to level 19, like those freaking Minotaurs and stuff, and I get 34 experience from fighting a level 19 Minotaur. It's not like that thing is super lower level than me. Or even a combination of level 19 monsters, I still get some trash experience from that. I fight 6 level 19s and get... We'll see right here. This about to be 3 level 19s. 4. And I get it, they're freaking... They're antelopes.
Stay down.
32 experience in fighting 4 level 19s. I get it, they're antelopes. So they the way their game policies are up, they're a herbivore, freaking not fighting back types. So they said I'm gonna give them less experience, but that's 32. I don't think it's too much different. I'm gonna see. I'm sure I'm about to run across something else over here. I think I remember some of the stuff being over here. Let's see. Where was the Minotaur at? Down here? Yeah, because the dragon was down here. So the Minotaur is down there. Yeah, he's right there. One of the other Minotaurs dead. I think he is, because I think they wouldn't want you to farm down here. Yep. Same thing with that dragon. Oh my gosh, I thought I dodged it.
Too slow. Not this time. Too slow. Too slow. Not this time.
Oh my gosh. It really is. If you don't dodge it way before the attack even comes or starts, you're just going to get hit by it. Because I shouldn't have got hit by that.
Toggle. Too slow.
22. Got 22 from him. And I get the way you're probably looking at it is, oh, he was only one monster, so you only get 22 from him. It's like one monster that was way stronger than 3 antelopes at level 19 that I only got 32 from. So I get like, oh, it's only one guy. You got 22 experience from him. You got 32 from tree monsters, so that should even out. It's like, nah, I feel like I should get way more from something that's a semi-boss fight.
Wonder how long that bait will last.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves. So I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you?
Well,
Frederick.
It's been
Wily bastard.
2 hours and change.
I never thought to pit beast against beast.
Need to stand up a little bit now. Sitting down the whole time.
Be sure to pass our thanks during
Might do another hour, maybe 2. Got a bunch to go, which is crazy too, because I still can't afford some of the music notes. These music notes are $40,000 or 40,000 gil a piece.
The windmills. That must be Eastpool.
And there's 2 of them. That I've seen so far. I can't remember if that dude sells one. The dude that's right up there that was just talking about, I can't remember if he sells one of these things. $24 now. That's right. That was 4 antelopes that gave me 32. Now I think about it. Had to kill 4 antelopes just to get 32.
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
Oh, Lord Murdoch. Just better find Murdoch's sword or something. I also like games that are very interactive in the sense of everything is on scale, like how I said about how I love Bethesda games, because you can take all the equipment off of something. I like games that's interactive in the point of like Fable, how Fable and stuff was. Like if there's an item laying on the table, I mean, technically Bethesda games are like that too. If there's an item laying on the table, I can steal that item. If there's a ladder or building or something, I can climb on top of that building. I can climb all over and this and this. Like I shouldn't not be able to interact. Like, yeah, there's a rope in the way of that ladder, but that's a rope, brother. Like I can jump over a fucking rope. And I was able to jump over the rope. Alright, another one of those dragons. I always can't dodge that second one. He's so quick. Ah, damn it.
My wounds, boy. Not this time. A little help.
I don't know why. Why? I don't know why I did that freaking early.
Too slow. Not this time. Too slow.
Trying to time that one better.
Not this time. Flanks to me.
Get my dragon talents.
They're all ready.
I had some better accessories too. Which is crazy that the only reason I'm even getting 32 and 24 and all that stuff is because I have a freaking accessory on that gives me plus 10%. If I didn't, I would be getting even less than that. So it'd be taking me even longer to level up.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes. But oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah. Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale.
This man realizing he killed a lot of people.
I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony, when we looked up at the moon? I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
Thank you, Lady Hannah. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you.
Finally got.
No.
a new pair of clothes.
It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
Did I get a new weapon too? I did. Invictus.
If we follow the road to the north.
I knew everything. Oh yeah, it's definitely better than my last one. Oh yeah, it's all better. It would have been better than Gaia Blade because I think Gaia 2 was only 150, so it should have been better no matter what. One of a set of 7 swords said to have been forged by the flame of that whatever it is, the Invictus, has been passed down through generations for use by the Archduke's family and his closest shields. Archduke Elwin presented Invictus to Rodney Murdoch on the day he was promoted to Lord Commander of the Ducal Army.
It should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
Alright, let's make sure ain't nothing here. I should have unlocked that obelisk as a travel point. Let's make sure I did. So I got new armor and a new sword. I've never actually touched one of these.
This is the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Yeah, see, it's the first time I ever touched them though. Alright, I probably must still explore around here a little bit. Make sure there's no chests or something. Maybe some type of hidden item or something around it. Because at the end of the day, this is still an RPG. So they love to have like hide coins or super rare weapons. I can't remember which one. I think it's Final Fantasy 9, in which there's a rare weapon like hidden at the beginning of the game that most people miss. Oh, there's something in the chest over here. Boom. Would have missed that chest for sure. Oh, what is this goblin coin? It's probably something I can seal. One like this, that's exactly what I think it is. It's something I can seal. Yep, it can be traded. I know the Excalibur 1 and Final Fantasy 9, you have to beat the game within a certain amount of time in order to get it, if I remember right. Because Final Fantasy 9 was the first time, I think it was Final Fantasy 9 was the first time that I bought a book for a game. Because before the internet was so rampant with guides and stuff like that, you had to buy the strategy guide, the books, strategy guide. And I have Final Fantasy 9, I believe, was the first one that I bought the strategy guide book for. If it wasn't Final Fantasy 9, it was Monster Hunter. Because when Monster Hunter first came out, I bought a bunch of stuff for it. And one of the things that I wanted to get, but for some reason my GameStop didn't get, or I didn't get it, even when I reserved the game. Because I reserved the game, I got the book, and I was supposed to get a freaking little piglet. I was supposed to get one of the little piglet keychains or whatever, but my GameStop for some reason didn't get any of them. At least that's what they said. They didn't get any, so I didn't get to get one of those, and I was real disappointed by that. And I mean, very, very disappointed. This Rook Gamut thing we can still get. See, songs. 40 grand for a song. Which I don't even have yet, which is crazy. Even with me getting more money, I still don't have that 40 grand. Guild bucks of 200 and these things for 800. Gotcha.
See you then.
Let's go. Find out go to Phoenix Gate.
You? Those are Elwin's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers?
You know what? Now that I think about that, it's making sense. He should be able to take up since his mom married and Joshua's supposedly dead.
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came.
He's the only one left that could take over
I'd be surprised if
the
you
castle and
recognized
stuff.
anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore.
Brother, you have the chance to save people and you're just like, oh no.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
Of course there's nobody over here.
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
Right, let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
But let's ask around. Someone must have seen him. Give me a second, y'all.
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No,
No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living better there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the puff to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. Oh, the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Oh, hold on a mo. Patrick the Chocobo Keeper might know where your bearer is. He's taken the old boy under his wing, so to speak. You should go and have a word with him. He'll be in the stables.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
I'm sorry, Jill, for making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but...
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
That's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself. Ah, so that's how it is. Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
Okay.
Still no sign. Could he have strayed further?
But I already killed that dragon, so it shouldn't be a dragon there, but it's probably be something else there, though. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's still a dragon.
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry. Company.
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Come here, y'all need to die. I don't know why I just did that. I don't know what I thought I was playing for me to do that. The fact that there's an item that you have to put on to make it so that Toggle just attacks on its own and like knows exactly what to do without you telling them what to do is kind of annoying. Because Toggle still attacks on his own, but if you put the item on, he attacks more frequently, and he'll combine his attacks with your attacks and stuff like that without you having to tell him to combine the attacks with your attacks. Alright, yeah, let's stand up now.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
I've
Pray forgive my long delay.
never had to deal with stuff like this, but it annoys the crap out of me on TV shows, anime, manga, video games, stuff like that when people are of a certain bloodline or whatever the case may be or whatever it is, and then when they meet somebody like such and they're like, no, I'm not who you think I am, I'm not this, I'm not that. It's like, nigga, you are that. You are 100% that. Just because you don't want to be that anymore doesn't mean that you're not that. You're still that. You're like, hey, look, I understand. You still think I'm that person, but I'm not that person anymore.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
I'm not him. I'm not Timothy Neutron.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness. And now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course. But it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them.
But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord.
will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village.
I gotta take a whiz.
What might be done for Lady Hannah.
Y'all hold on.
After all she's
I'll be
done
back.
for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Okay, I'm back. Back in the day. How many quests have we done so far? Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 coming on. Homecoming.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
There's gotta be something over here. What is this gate for your Jimbo?
Another relic of the fallen.
What's this? Let your Jimbo be in this game. He was a dope ass summon in Final Fantasy X.
You won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
That solo leveling anime, it's probably dope. And that's a manhwa. That was a sin. That's a manhwa high school.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to
Whatever
be.
that high school fighting one was. That's a manhwa. Tower of God is a manhwa. Those was anime adaptations, but there's not a lot of manhwas that are anime adaptations. But solo leveling is a really, really, really good freaking manhwa. So with the popularity of that, I can easily see that turning into a video game if they play it right. If they just please just don't mess this adaptation up, because I think that's only like 200 and something chapters to this. Anyways, it's not a super long one. It might be on like 150 something chapters. Let me look it up right now. I don't have it on this. I can just Google it then.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
It has 270 chapters. So really, that could be 270 episodes. Because they kind of, one of the big things they stopped doing, like they used to do in the early 2000s, they used to do a bunch of filler episodes. They kind of stopped doing that now. But there could be 270 episodes of solo leveling. All right. I could end this video right here. and then have this Phoenix Gate run on the next video. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm streaming for 3 hours right now, so I'm gonna take a little break. I'll probably come back in like an hour or so and stream a little bit more. I'm probably about to set my schedule up to probably around like 17:30 each day, my time. I'll probably start streaming this until I beat it. For now, we're gonna call that it. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody that came in. Puffy Fish, Nerve. What was his name? Kuda Vamos and Puffy Fish. Appreciate y'all coming in, showing your boys some love. Everybody else, appreciate that too. Everybody's gonna be watching soon. Appreciate that. All your folks on YouTube, appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up, that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Doesn't hurt you. Doesn't cost you anything. All it does is help me out, and we greatly appreciate it, so we can get better things going. When I start getting bigger in the channel, I'll start doing giveaways and stuff, because like I said, like I don't, all the monetary stuff they gonna give me is like it doesn't bother me. Like I don't mind giving that stuff away. Like I don't. Whenever I get to the point of donations, I really don't even care for donations. If anything, the donations will go to prizes for y'all, for my fans. I'll just get whatever Twitch pays me or YouTube pays me or whoever it is that pays me. Get whatever that monthly thing is, because like I said, I have a job, so I have a primary means of income. So this will just be secondary. So I would get that and pocket that, and then anything I get from like tips and whatnot, or the case may be, or donations and whatnot, that money will go back into giving back to my community as in my Twitch or YouTube community and whatnot. Once I get out, if I'm still doing this stuff, it'll actually go back to my community. But for now, it'll just go back to y'all. So for like copies of games and stuff like that, it could be. But anyways, I'm rambling on. Appreciate y'all. Greiwolph out.